Great development to Manchester City. The ground's getting bigger. Still trying to get the history up to scratch, though. They suffer in that respect still against Manchester United.
Well, of course they do, and that will take time, quite a long time. But they're headed in the right direction, consistently at the top of the table and consistently vying for trophies.
Manchester City's lineup today. Joe Hart starts in goal. Vincent Kompany starts alongside Nicolas Otamendi at the back. Ilkay Gundogan plays with Yaya Toure in central midfield. Sergio Aguero is the sole striker. This is then the Manchester United lineup. David De Gea starts in goal. Chris Smalling starts with Eric. It's a goalkeeper who's asserted himself from the corner. The defenders love that. Comes in strongly. Gundogan. Manchester City are on the attack now. Here's Martial. And now it's with Wayne Rooney. Well, this is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now Anthony Martial. Chris Smalling. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Now Anthony Martial. Wayne Rooney. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. Here's Martial. Now Anthony Martial. Well, now Manchester City wanting to show how good they are, but they've got opposition of a decent order against them today.
Yeah, I mean, they are the club with the money, but there's one or two strikers on the opposing side that are more than capable of scoring a goal here.
And the slide tackle, very successfully done. Vincent Kompany. Yaya Toure. And now here on the attack is Aguero. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Well, this is great teamwork, the way they're knocking the ball around. Good challenge. Gundogan. Clichy. Really good attacking play. Well, he'll want to clear his lines here, but make sure it's a bit more than just hoofing it upfield. Yaya Toure. Oh, good through ball. Aguero in the middle. He'll need to try and get the ball back now. Morgan Schneiderlin. Attack building for Manchester United. A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Well, that was looking good, and now it's turned over, and all the potential of that attacking play is lost, and they now got to get back and try and make sure they don't concede themselves. Clichy. Gundogan. Sergio Aguero. Well, he's got the ball there and dealt with the danger, really. Now Anthony Martial. Morgan Schneiderlin. Wayne Rooney. Antonio Valencia. Crowd maybe expected a bit more, but 2 added minutes.
2 minutes of added time.
And there is the half-time whistle. It can only get better, Alan.
Can only get better. I've forgotten that first half already. Let's hope for something slightly more inventive after the break.
Here's Sterling. Yaya Toure. Gundogan. Vincent Kompany. Really on top of their game now. Wonderful understanding. Gundogan. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. Well, they passed their way up into a good position here, and then just lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Well, they've got to work hard to try and get it back. Antonio Valencia. Gundogan. Moving the opposition around with these two players. Shot on! It's Aguero! Sergio Aguero strikes. He looked the goalkeeper in the eyes and said, right, I've got the win here, and he's got the goal to show that.
I love that kind of finish when you don't have to blast it as long as the placement is right.
First goal of the game in this second half. Now Mkhitaryan. Antonio Valencia. Henrik Mkhitaryan. We've had an hour gone here and still 30 minutes left. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. It's been a very good game and the substitutes might be able to make it even better. We're going to get a change. Chris Smalling. Morgan Schneiderlin. Return pass. Antonio Valencia. Here's Martial. Comes in strongly. Pass from David Silva was spotted. Sterling! Brilliant football from this team. And shoots! And the referee points for a goal kick.
Coming off the pitch. Coming onto the pitch.
Wayne Rooney.
Number 18, Ashley Young.
That's United's free kick. These days, going off your feet like that is running the risk of the referee taking serious action.
Well, it is. He saw the ball and he thought he could win it, but just a fraction off.
Ashley Young. Manchester United on the move here. Crosses in. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Taking the chance with the shot there.
Yeah, thought he might have done better there. Had a bit of time and space. Good position.
Now the countdown is to 10 minutes left. Well, it will be a throw-in. Keeping an eye on the time here. We still could have a decisive moment in the short time that remains. Substitution about to happen. Sergio Aguero. Gundogan. And moving forward menacingly now is Clichy. And he can take possession in his own half. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. They've got a great understanding, this team. Just look at the passing. Now Bailly. Well, the signal's gone up for 2 minutes.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes. 18.
Luke Shaw. Still trying to get forward here. Still trying. Manchester City get the result here. Bayern Munich don't get the domestic opposition that, say, Premier League teams do in trying to win titles. I just wonder whether they would benefit if somehow there was more competition for them in Germany.
Well, it's a fair point, because it is difficult to, raise your game by a couple of notches, which they might have to do from the weekend to the midweek. But having said that, they've done pretty well in the last few years in Europe.
This is the Real Madrid lineup. Keylor Navas in goal. Sergio Ramos plays with Pepe in central defence. Luka Modric starts with Toni Kroos in the centre of the park. And finally, the forwards, Cristiano. That's the goalkeeper's ball from the corner. It's Cristiano Ronaldo against Robert Lewandowski.
Well, Cristiano Ronaldo, he is known for his heading ability. There aren't too many better in the league than this boy. Got to be watched. As for Robert Lewandowski, he's known for his interplay. Got such quick feet, knows how to use them.
First touch was poor. Rodriguez. Toni Kroos. Carvajal. Here's Isco. Not a turnover in play here with that interception. Hummels. Philipp Lahm. David Alaba. Talking to the Bayern Munich players before the game, they're quite confident, but they have great respect for the opposition. And that's good support as they build this attack. Cross here from front, Ribery. Punched away by the goalkeeper. Toni Kroos, that's a foul. Sliding in and taking his part in the game into a dangerous territory, really.
Yeah, I think so. And it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
Good forward play from them. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle. He has been pressed there to running the ball out of play. Toni Kroos. Carvajal. Xabi Alonso. It's good work between these two. Could be dangerous. It's good play until they got that challenge in. Modric. Toni Kroos. James Rodriguez. Gareth Bale. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. Good challenge. Quick into the tackle. And the result is going to be a throw. David Alaba. Hummels. Xabi Alonso. Thomas Müller. Bayern Munich with an advantage that they can take on here. They've gone and won it, Real Madrid. James Rodriguez. Into the attacking third. Bayern Munich in with it. He's had a go here. Very good stop here. Signal given for Bayern Munich. It's their throw. Thiago. He went in well. And Ronaldo. Gareth Bale. On the attack here. 2 more minutes to play of added time. And that's Lahm, lofting it away. He's pinched it back again. Well, we're halfway through. It's been pretty sombre viewing for the spectators here. A very dull first half, I have to say.
That shocked me, that. Can't get my head around it, because there's more than enough good players out on that pitch to give us a lot more than we've seen.
A lot of defenders between them and the goal, but they still got the ball. Excellent control in a tight area. Real Madrid given the throw here. Modric. Carvajal. It's Isco. Marcelo. And Ronaldo. It's Isco. James Rodriguez. Modric. Looking down at the benches. Yeah, there's going to be a change. We've got a substitution shortly to come. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here come Real Madrid. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, there's just a risk that they might get caught out. Well, we're two-thirds of the way through the 90 minutes, half an hour to go. Here's Douglas Costa. Great passage of passing play there. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Gets his foot in there. Modric. Attacking well here. Thiago. Thomas Müller. 20 minutes now remaining. The throw in for Real Madrid. Well, they're still battling to try and get their search for supremacy successful. Possession facts suggest that the battling is still going on.
That's right. One thing having possession, but another thing being positive and using it in the right areas.
Frank Ribéry. Substitution about to happen. It's looking good, this move. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. James Rodriguez. Oh, that's a bit of a concern, that. He's hurt after that tackle. Gareth Bale. Modric. Toni Kroos. Here's Isco. Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
He went over his ankle. He's a game player, so I don't think that will take him off.
As always, Jeff does know what's going on, and thanks for that, Jeff. Here's Renato Sanchez. Here's Douglas Costa. There's some potential in this move. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's gone out now. Douglas Costa. He could lay it off to the supporting player. Trying to thread it through here. It's Kimmich. Now Pepe's tackle. He could do a better cross than that, I think. And it was easy to cope with. So the shootout is about to begin here. Here comes the first penalty taker. Great save from Neuer. Splendid strike. place, and he looks apprehensive. Slight pressure undertaken, none on the goalkeeper, and he's come up with a big save. And the keeper turns it away strongly. Penalty now, Luka Modric. And the penalty is off target.
Nobody likes to see a player miss under those circumstances.
And it's into the corner.
An experienced customer does the job.
Well, the goalkeeper knows that if he can keep this one out, his side have won. But the penalty taker can keep his side in it by... Excellent penalty. Not worrying at all about the pressures of the shootout. Well, this is it, the moment of truth. If he scores, they win. And there it is. That's it. That's the shootout.
Well, he stepped up there. There didn't seem any doubt in his mind.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. Well, you're too young, Alan, but I grew up when European club football only just started, and they made such an imprint on pretty much everywhere where the television pictures were beamed in those days, and they've just moved on from strength to strength.
Well, quite simply, they're one of the most famous football clubs in the world, aren't they? Perhaps the most famous.
Bayern Munich's lineup. Manuel Neuer starts in goal. David Alaba starts with Philipp Lahm as the wide defenders. Close! Good effort, very close. James Rodriguez trying to switch on the attacking. Referees officiating properly here within the laws of the game. Quite entitled to give that as a free kick. Although early, sometimes the players expect to get away with it, I think. They cope with it well defensively. Now the shot! Coming up now, a corner. The ball's just deflected behind for that. Bale! Great contact with the header. Great work from the keeper. Tackle here. Frank Ribéry. David Alaba. Possession given away once more. Gareth Bale. Real Madrid looking to win this match today, which would not be easy for them. Fouled by Jerome Boateng. That's yellow against the name of Jerome Boateng.
Real Madrid coming off the pitch, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming
Real
onto the
Madrid looking
pitch,
good with this attack.
21.
Thomas Müller. And in goes the cross. Stopping the cross, important job for the defender. Bayern at a corner now. And they've cut it out. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Goes for goal with the header. Wonderful save. Had to really reach out for that. And the corner's given for Bayern Munich. And he's in there with a header. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. It wasn't a great cross in truth. Played into the middle. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Douglas Costa working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Got the ball now under control and a chance to move themselves forward, get up the pitch. The break is definitely on. Shot on! And the goalkeeper plunged to make the save. And that is a corner for Real Madrid. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Got the ball back. Some good work by the medical team here to get this fella back onto the pitch.
Yeah, I think he had the old magic sponge, and he's okay now.
That's an easy interception. The pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Philipp Lahm.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a
Sergio
minimum
Ramos
of 3 minutes.
able to cut it out. Tackle here. Here come Real Madrid. Marcelo. That will help ease the pressure. So it's half-time. Well, this is going to be the introduction of 3 new players. David Alaba. Robert Lewandowski. Good strong tackle. Modric. It's looking good, this move. Hummels. David Alaba. Arturo Vidal. Doing well to keep the ball. And the cross coming in. Saw the goal and went for it. He's kept it out. That's what the goalkeepers are hoping to get all the game, really. Simple saves like that for Keylor Navas. Thiago! Very good stop here. Comes in with a tackle. Thiago. Looked very good indeed, but the move has broken down. Philipp Lahm gets in the way successfully. We've had an hour gone here, and still 30 minutes left. Carvajal. Karim Benzema. into the attacking third. And in the shot go!
Oh, he's a good goalkeeper, this lad, and he showed it there with a fine reflex save to keep it 0-0.
Real Madrid given the throw here. There's some movement in the dugout. Going to get a change here. Carvajal.
Number 22, Isco.
Made the challenge well. Marcelo. Well, that looked promising, but he's been stopped. Part of the game, the use of the substitutes, very important part of the tactics too. We've got to change. Well, the ball's been deflected out, so it'll be a throw-in. Here's Kingsley Coman. So let's have a look at the possession stats on the screen now. There they are.
Yeah, very close. I think we could probably tell that without even looking at the figures. Not much to split these two sides.
Pepe. So we're coming down now towards the last 15 minutes. Morata. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Toni Kroos. Real Madrid looking good with this attack. Crisp defending there. Strong, fair challenge, pulls out for a throw though. Still level here, Bayern Munich still chasing what's an elusive goal to put them in front. Well, they've thrown the ball away there, literally to the opposition. What a game we've got here. The score's still level. 5 minutes left on the clock, plus of course added time. Good challenge here. Here's a chance to attack. That's great defending there, stopping that attack.
Show your appreciation for today's man of the match.
We've got 2 added minutes. They've got the ball in the middle of the pitch here. Here's Lucas Vazquez. Well, the referee's blown the whistle. The 90 minutes played. It's going to be the first penalty now. He scored! Karim Benzema with the penalty. Oh, it's just in off the front of the goal.
A relief man out there.
Well, up he steps. There's no hiding place. He looks apprehensive. That's a fine penalty from him in these circumstances. Penalty now, Luka Modric. Look, quite right as he steps up to take the penalty. That's a good penalty. His shootout's very testing. Well, it's close, but it goes down as a miss.
It certainly does, and it was a poor effort in many ways. Didn't strike it cleanly.
Drilled that right into the centre of the goal.
Well, he's anticipating that the keeper moved, and he did. And his tactic paid off.
Massive pressure on the penalty taken now. A slightly risky approach there with the stutter, but the goal stands. And it is down to him.
Well, brave for volunteering, stepping up to the mark.
All on his shoulders, and a brilliant winning penalty.
He's the kind of character you want in that situation. Brilliant.
Here's the goal again.